Good morning students, welcome back to chemistry classroom once again. Today I will discuss the exercise of second chapter. So look at the book. First, short answer questions. What are reversible changes? Reversible changes are kind of change in which normally we can get back the previous substance after reversing the action. Same way, what are irreversible changes? In which kind of change we can't get back the previous substance after reversing the action. They are irreversible changes. Next, some options are there and we have to write down the desirable and undesirable changes. The spoiling of food, that is undesirable change. The rotting of an egg, undesirable change. The digestion of food, desirable change. The decaying of dead animal in open air, that is desirable change. Next, define physical change. What is physical change? Physical change is a kind of change in which normally the state of substance is only changed, but the physical composition remains same before and after the changes. Next, number 5, define chemical change. Chemical change is a kind of change in which the chemical composition of a particular substance is completely changed after the chemical reaction. Next, classify the following into physical and chemical changes. Like the melting of ice, physical change. The cooking of food, chemical change. The evaporation of liquid, physical change. The dissolution of solid, physical change. The glowing of a bulb, physical change. The curdling of milk, chemical change. The condensation of water vapor, physical change. The boiling of an egg, chemical change. Next, rusting, chemical change. Fermentation, chemical change. The sublimation of iodine, physical change. The burning of coal, chemical change. The freezing of water, physical change. The photosynthesis in green plants, that is obviously chemical change. I have written wrong by mistake. Photosynthesis in green plants, that is chemical change. The digestion of food, chemical change. The growth of plant, also it is a chemical change. So students, please wash it down and the answer will be chemical change. I have written this by mistake. Next, define an endothermic change. Endothermic, I mean in which chemical change normally heat is absorbed, that is endothermic change. Same way, what is exothermic change? Exothermic change is a kind of change in which normally heat is evolved or emitted. I mean heat निकलता है. That is exothermic change. Next, classify the following into endothermic and exothermic changes. First, the dissolution of glucose, that is endothermic reaction. The boiling of water, also endothermic reaction. And burning, that is exothermic reaction. Next, the long question answers. Normally it is not possible to discuss in the video. So please students, you will try to write down the question answer. Have you any problem? Please comment on my channel. I will discuss the answers later. Next, short type questions. I mean objective questions. Choose the correct option. Which of the following is not a reversible change? There are 4 options. The answer will be D, the burning of kerosene. Which of the following is a desirable change? The digestion of food. During which of the following changes are new substance formed? That is burning. In which of the following process does glucose react with oxygen? That is respiration process. Next, in which of the following changes is energy derived from sunlight? Photosynthesis. Next, fill in the blanks. When a solid dissolves in a liquid, the volume of liquid also changes. Next, the curdling of a milk dash process, an irreversible process. The shaking of lime and exothermic change. The molecule of a dash hide themselves in the intermolecular space of the dash. So first one is solute and last one is solvent, because when we dissolve the solute in solvent, then the molecules of solute normally hide themselves in the intermolecular space of the solvent. When burnt, wood forms carbon dioxide and water vapor. Iron combined with oxygen and moisture of air to form rust. Next, true false. A physical change is irreversible. False. A chemical change is reversible. That is false. The mass of substance undergoing a physical change is not altered. That is true. Heat is absorbed when glucose is dissolved in water. True. Heat is evolved. Evolved means emitted. Nikalta hai. Heat is evolved when concentrated hydrochloric acid is poured into water. That is true. Next, last one, a mixture of iron and sulfur undergoes a chemical change when heated. That is true. So, I have finished the second chapter. I hope all of you have understood what I have discussed in the second chapter and exercise also. So, next class, I will start the third chapter. So, for today, up to this.